see you gather before me. Hungry, terrified, clutching your babes to your breast. Emperor Emir has marched his legions into our lands, laid siege to every fortress from here to the Blue Mountains. Rabid and ravenous, he bites and bites away. Men of the North, you stand at the precipice. Your kings have failed you, so now you turn to the gods. And yet you do not plead. You do not kneel to dust your heads with ash. Instead you wail, why have the gods forsaken us?
네, 안녕하세요. 주황입니다. 오늘 플레이할 건 위쳐고요. 저번에 이어서 저번에 방송 녹화한 파일을 보니까 앞쪽에 고주파음이 상당히 많이 껴가지고 주말에 테스트를 한번 해봤는데 지금은 어떨지 모르겠어요. 그때는 그냥 마이크 소리 잘 나오는 줄 알고 그냥 했었는데 나중에 편집은 해야 돼가지고 확인을 해보니까 아무튼간 이것도 녹화한 거 보고 나서 고주파음 계속 들리면은 뭔가 더 조치해야 될 것 같아요. 보드를 갈든지 본체를 갈든지 해야 될 것 같습니다. 아무튼 지난 시간에 이어서 계속 해보도록 하죠. 물속에서는 석궁을 사용할 수 있습니다. 세일은 석궁으로 한방에 조질 수 있어요. 개꿀. 마이크 위치 조정하고 목소리 크기 어떨지는 모르겠는데 혹시 작거나 그러면 말씀해주세요. 예, 저번에 결혼식 피로연에서 퀘스트 하나 깬 것까지 했었죠. 불 먹는 광대라고 해야 되나? 그 사람 도와주는 거 그거 하나 했었고요. 일단은 플레이 난이도는 죽음의 행군이고 레벨에 따른 난이도 조정은 꺼놨습니다. 자, 설정도 보여드렸으니 시작하도록 하죠. 자정이 될 때까지 피로연에 참여하자고 했는데 지금 몇 시인지 이제 오후 6시네요. 퀘스트를 몇 개 더 해봅시다. 마스터 위쳐? 알아보는군. 여자한테 얘기하면 될 것 같아요. 자꾸 막지 마라.
Believe the young man's mistaken me for another.
Not at all. I like my women as I like my peaches. Fuzzy and well ripe.
That's enough. Get going. You drunken Randy. Nothing good's ever come of that.
예. 사실 제가 그런 게 아닙니다. 이 안쪽으로 들어갈 수 있네요. 미안. 허리에 손따검 꾹.
Your health, Sir Dwarves. May your beards grow long but never tangle round your ankles.
어지러워. greetings.
If I may, Shani, I'd show you how I cut a jig. Nimble as a leopard.
Don't let me stop you.
What charm, what grace.
Thanks.
얘기하는 거 재밌네. 위로 올라가야 되는데 일단 밖으로 나가서 돌아가 봅시다. 여긴 아니겠지. 여기 사다리가 있네요.
Look there, Shani. The ladder begs us to scamper to its top. Yes.
Then let's.
How so? Just like that?
The capping starts at midnight. Until then, enjoy yourself. Go wild.
그래 즐겨야지. 그렇고 말고. 근데 그래서 여기 앉으라고? 아니 잠깐 왜 이렇게 힘들게 하는 거야?
Let's see. Come now.
Just like that.
I'm all ears. What would you have us talk about? I'm sorry, converse.
Well, when it comes right down to it,
Yes.
you see, the thing is,
Come now, spit it out.
각도
Yes. Just as I thought. Come, it's time we return.
뭐 어딜 가자는 거야?
what's just as you thought? I find you intimidating.
Loud and bony cows only ever give a little more.
I've only ever dealt with simple maids, whereas you're a surgeon. I believe I was right not to just take you and... Well, I was right to take the more romantic approach.
Oh, all right. Now come, we were to enjoy ourselves. Let's do just that. Romantically.
What's that frown about?
뭐요? 여기 술잔.
I never say no to a lady, to your fair beauty, and to yours, Shani, naturally.
Your elfin happiness.
Fortune smile upon you, White Wolf.
야 화면 울렁이는 거 좀 어지럽긴 하네요.
Lives down there.
Look. Munchkin's playing cards.
In the
아니
mood to lighten.
하플링? 카드놀이.
Perhaps you'd care to sit down to some Gwent with us.
이거
Most certainly would. You needn't ask twice, midget.
No need for insults.
미안.
I'm sorry. I meant no offense.
Were that true, you wouldn't have called him a midget.
I've apologized. What else would you have me do? Bring him flowers?
I'd have you play and stop talking.
Let us play, gentlefolk.
What's your wager?
Everything. The whole lot. I'm all in.
야 이러면
Never knew you to be such a gambler.
You shall see many new sides of me this night, my dear. Many large sides.
시작하자마자 올인하면 괜히 싫은디.
Normally we play that the loser's got to wear the ass ears.
I needn't care. I shan't lose.
왜 그래? 띄어쓰기 잘해야 되겠네요. 존 나탈리스. 괜트를 별로 한 적이 없어가지고 그냥 쳐도 된다고요? 한번 해봐야지. 왜 내가 선이지? 응? 어째서지? 공성으로 할까? 근접으로 할까? 근접으로 할게요. 졸탄. 그냥 맘에 들어 뽑았어. 아무 이유 없어. 아니야 이거 처음부터 줄 필요는 없고. 의무병 나중에 오호. 강인한 유대. 빨리 아무거나 내고 끝내란 말이야. 응? 아야. 냉기였던가? 근접이? 아 이걸 내야겠네요. 끝내시죠. 아 어디까지 가려고 대체. 첫번 보낼게요. 끝낼 생각을 안 하네. 카드 몇 장 없을 텐데 저 사람. 아 의무병 나중에 쓸 걸 그랬나봐요. 아깝다 아깝다. 아 의무병 아낄걸. 망했다 이거. 뭐네나 보고. 아 좋아 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 좋아. 냉기 있죠 냉기. 아 그래도 모자라? 아 쉣! 안돼! 예, 망했네. 이번 판은 넘길게요. 다음 판에 이긴다는 보장이 없는데 이러면? 더 내라 그냥 차라리. 그래 응? 안 줘도 되는데? 안 줘도 되는데 왜 자꾸 줘? 저거 나중에. 오호 개꿀. 개꿀. 나중에 냈어야 했는데. 너무 일찍 내버렸어요 이거를. 아이고. 의무병 나중에 낼걸. 아깝다. 첫 판에 말렸어.
You lose, Witcher. Hand over the wager. Everything.
Perhaps we could reach an arrangement.
야야야야야.
Out of this. Hand over the coin.
What do we do now?
Feel good losing somebody else's coin?
I meant to win, give you the coin. I've no need for it in the grave.
But you lost, so now I've got to pay up.
I say, he talking to himself. Roaring drunk already, that's it. We can't fleece a drunk. Have him don the cap and we'll call it even. Just a minute. Bloke needs a lesson. I say he dons the cap and gives us 5% of the coin he has.
Hear that?
그래 가죠.
Agreed. 5% is yours, and I shall wear the cap. Never fear. A man must do what a man must do, and Vladimir von Everex a man among men.
Hear that? So sloshed he thinks he's Vladimir von Everett. Rogue's long dead by my reckoning. Exactly.
완전 취한 사람 취급을.
Those ears. You look, interesting.
잘 어울리는데?
Drink. We are at a wedding.
Aye, let's drink. My time's as short as you are, friends.
To the Witcher and his betrothed.
Hear that, Shani? My betrothed. Know what that means?
No. What?
It means we should act as befits the betrothed.
And what's that mean?
I woo you, you resist. But it all ends as everyone knows it must. Ah, the merriment. Good show indeed. Let's continue the ball. My kind of tune. Let's do some dancing.
In In my experience, witches and dancing don't exactly mix.
Today they mix like fire and oil, my love. We'll dance the barn down. Faster, faster till we expire.
어우야. 잘 노네 아주 그냥. 너무 잘 노는 거 아니야?
And now, a special treat for our special guests. The Witcher Geralt and his
아니,
enchanted partner,
너 거기서 뭐 하냐?
musicians. Something lovely for the loving couple.
At last, music for our loving embrace. Come, Shani. It's time you discovered my romantic side.
Oh, you're rather good at this.
They say dance is a mere foretaste of more intimate interaction.
Who says this?
I do, for one.
I do wonder what you mean by intimate interaction.
Oh, it's a fascinating process. One you as a scholar and medic might find especially interesting. I'd gladly explain it in detail, but it's horribly loud in here. See the ladder? Leads to a loft. Surely there we'd not be disturbed while investigating the nature of intimate interaction. Seems the
뭔데?
music in the evening draw to a close. Know how a true dancer thanks his lovely partner.
Not sure I do. What are you doing? Have you lost your mind?
I have my mind, my heart for you.
We must agree. You can say whatever you please, but you shall keep your hands to yourself. Understood?
Don't be upset, my peach. I couldn't resist.
I'm not upset. Just next time, don't lunge at me like that.
I'd had a long fast, so to speak. Hunger overwhelmed me. But yes, next time I shall ask. Shani, may I kiss you?
You're incorrigible. Could I talk to Geralt for a moment?
What for? He'll have nothing of interest to say. The man's adrift.
Please.
나와 빨리.
Very well.
See how I've reeled her in? Now don't fuck this up.
Geralt, I'm curious what it's like when that ghost's inside you. Do you feel anything? Have any control?
I feel everything. Don't have any control over what I do or say, though. Why do you ask?
Because I wonder what it would have been like to dance with you. Just you.
(3번)
Probably I'd have done what he did. Still like to.
Then why don't you? Well, answer me.
Thing is, normal folk don't act like Vladimir von Everett.
Because they are churls.
Don't be too hard. All in all, was actually rather fun.
Ha! See that? I'm fun. And you've got a pike so far up your ass, you can't wear hats.
Happened to see the man who announced your song?
Yes, he acted as though he knew me, but we've never met. I was surprised. Who is he?
Gaunter O'Dim, Master Mirror. Wonder what he's doing here.
Then perhaps you should just ask him.
Yeah, he didn't show up without a reason. Need to talk to him.
Consider that he might have simply been nearby and dropped in on a whim.
Promise you this much. He never does anything simply. And certainly not on a whim.
Bah! I was to make merry, carouse. Yet here I've stood the last 5 minutes, listening to you talk. I'm going back in.
Better. Come, Shani. The night beckons us not to
저녁
jabber
보아라.
away. The night is young. Come, let's do something wild.
나머지 것도 한번 하고 나서 얘기를 걸도록 하죠. 아직 더 있는 것 같은데. 뭐 어떻게 가는데? 여기 뭐지? 돼지? 여기 아닌가?
Found yourself a perch from which to survey passing bows?
What do you mean? My back aches from pounding the churn, so I'm having a...
And they said fire burns hotter in an old stove.
If I was your age, you'd be singing a different tune. Have you squealing like a kitty cat?
어이구야.
Seen what he pulled from the water? An old pot.
Mayhaps his lass wears pots for shoes, in case she can't find a privy.
You were supposed to fish out my slipper. I'm at a dance now with one foot bed. 'Tis a wedding. I've got to wear slippers.
Oh, look, dearie, I did. Take there. Muck must have sucked it deep in.
Well, poke your paws in there. Rut for it. Rubbish game.
어이구 저런.
What's all this then?
They're playing slip in for a slipper. Never heard of it?
Never. Us gentry folk have other diversions. What's the object?
Maid tosses a shoe in the water. The man's got to dive in and fish it out.
Look, mutations don't just turn them barren as a mule, they give them an ass's ears to boot. Must have some other horse part hidden in his trousers.
And once I retrieve it?
Well, your maid'll be pleased as punch. Or it means you're a gallant beau. And awful handy.
Is that all? No prize? Not even a kiss?
That depends on the miss in question. If she wants to give you a kiss, she will. But she ain't obliged.
그럼 가죠.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh, there's more to come.
뭐 하는데? 놀라네.
Prime game. Shani, your slipper. I shall prove I'd dive to any depth for you.
던져요. 머리띠는 안 벗냐? 그거 쓰고 돌아가게?
Observe, Shani.
My eyes are glued.
어딨냐? 저기 있다. 머리띠가 안 벗겨져. 세상에.
Just when you think you know all the plowfolk's customs, they surprise you with slippers.
이게 아니야?
So now the shock's faded. Perhaps you could stop talking and fish out my shoe, which I so unfortunately lost in the
이
pond.
신발인 줄 알았는데? 뭐지? 아, 여기 또 있구나. 또 있어요, 또 있어. 이거 모양새가 다른데? 잠깐 나가보고. 지금 못해? 아씨. 어딨냐? 뭐야, 신발이 자꾸 생겨. 요거 같은데? 맞나요?
Damn mucky that pond, sank in up to my armpits.
I see no amount of silt could keep you from my shoe. And all the other shoes overtossed in the lake.
Always better to do a bit more and even gain naught by it than to do too little and face regret.
Oh, that's quite the theory.
One founded in practice. For instance, I can now approach the owner of any of these slippers, and she will lift up her skirt and bend over. To don it, of course.
Ah, so generous. And clever.
Just figuring that out? I believe I've earned a kiss.
Well, find the owners of those shoes. One might agree.
Don't be jealous, Shani. That was but a jest. I don't give a piffle about the others. Oh well. Recognize this, Cinderella.
My shoe?
Now extend your supple leg
야, 그거
and
젖었잖아.
slide it in. That is on.
Thank you.
젖은 거잖아, 그거. 방금 꺼낸 건데.
Nothing like a good swim. Now we must do something else. Something wild.
거친 거. 뭐 이 돼지가.
What sport is this? Blustering about after pigs, are you?
Lads are racing to be crowned King of the Swineherds and win the prize that comes with it for their wench. Lady.
And the rules? One must be a swineherd's son to enter, I suppose?
Nay, any man can try his luck. All you need is to herd the piggies dabbed in yellow into the pen.
아하.
King of the swineherds, eh? And what's this king get exactly? The king's ransom, I would hope.
No coin. Honours the prize. King gets a crown of laurels he pins to his saddle, rides about with pride that he's King of the Swineherds.
You mentioned some trifles for the lasses. Are they worthwhile at least?
For certain. Lovely, every last one. Pretty as a painting. Win and see for yourself.
쫓자.
Sounds like damned foolish nonsense. But why not give it a try?
We'd be honoured.
A witcher with asses chasing swine. Better than a goddamn circus.
What's that you say, peasant?
Me? Nothing.
Good. Keep it that way.
Get that cripple out of there! Couldn't chase his own wench into a bed, let alone a pig into a pen. Let the witcher give it a run.
잘 보라고.
Shame there's no painter here. It's a moment worth immortalizing for posterity.
Watch my movement, Shani. I'm
가.
spry as a cat and sly as
가라고.
a fox.
아니.
I'll show these imbeciles how one chases a porker.
여기 한 바퀴 도는 거야 이거. 저기 가라고 저기.
Come on, piggy. Got a nice and cozy pen for you.
아니 왜 자꾸 도는 거야 얘네들. 저쪽인가?
Swine. They infuriate me anymore. I'll whack 'em with a
표식으로 날려버려.
See that, Shani? One good pen.
들어가. 가세요 좀. 그렇지. 더. 별로 없지 않네.
Feel foolish, peasants? Learned a lesson from your better? Are the pigs penned? Indeed they are.
Master Witcher, we ain't seen such pig-chasing skill in a long time.
Your family had an ample pen, didn't they? Go on, admit it.
My family had many pens, but that in no way means I had any practice chasing pigs.
However it were, the crown's going to a good man.
And the king's chosen maid deserves a fitting favour. Here.
오잉?
Just don't go hiding it in some pouch. Brandish it on your horse so that all folk may see.
What do you say
왕관을
to
받았어요.
that, Shani? Ever witnessed such agility?
You're clearly a natural at chasing pigs through muck. You were a joy to watch.
How does my heart's captor like the prize I won for her?
The rag-stuffed piggy? It's lovely, truly. I've always dreamed of owning one.
Tell me, Shani, what's the key with you?
What do you mean?
I'm on the prowl, that's clear. In Geralt's name and flesh, of course, but still. Yet the more I woo you, the less you seem ready to succumb. So I ask myself, what am I missing?
Perhaps you're just not my type. Considered that?
Rubbish. I'm every lass's type.
Is that so? Prove it.
With pleasure. Show me a lass, and I'll have her eating out of my hand in the blink of an eye.
That one, with the garland.
Splendid choice. Now observe as Vladimir von Everek does his thing.
뭐야 이게?
Now, who have we here?
Do I know you?
That's the crux of it. We've not met. I've had to endure half a lifetime without you.
An entire lifetime, more like.
A moment, my dear. Do not sabotage me, Shani. That would not be fair.
Fine, fine. I'll stay out of your way.
My sweet, you are no mere maid, but a marvel of nature. And now, at last, fate knocks at your door.
But I don't know rightly.
You needn't know anything. I know it all for us both. I shall make a true lady of you. Arm in arm, we'll grace the finest salons.
Salons? Really? Actual salons? In Novigrad? And how?
In Novigrad, Oxenfurt, why, in Kovir as well. Wherever you wish. Let's make haste to the barn. There, everything will be made clear.
Leslie, step away from the man.
오잉?
The devils are you.
We're the Mrs. Brothers, and we swore to our down his dying day we'd keep those of your ilk far from her.
You shan't keep me
시무뜨기.
from anything, filthy hayseed.
Lads, mutants calling us names.
Stand down, swineherds, or Lord Witcher will give you a bloody mighty drubbing. Now, where's a plowing fence board when you need it?
Show us what you got.
Hot damn, boy. You needn't ask me twice.
오 이걸 해야 돼? 잘못 눌렀나?
Fence boards, the perfect weapon for sweaty-assed swineherds.
Perfect fit for your
아,
plowing gentle foot.
아 왜 구르기가 안 돼? 됐다. 아. 아, 뭐야, 와, 가드가 안 되네. 내구력이 상당한 나무 막대기이네요.
Never in my life have I reveled so fiercely.
피하고.
Who else wants a shave? Damned cretin creamed me. Embarrassing to take a licking from a boor. And with a maiden watching.
카운터다 임마. 카운터라고.
Had enough peasant spawn. Thought yourself a match for a Von Everett. A witcher. Away with you. Begone. I've tired of looking at your slack-jawed yaps. Where to, my love? I was to turn you into a lady.
Geralt, you must explain I was not at fault. They lunged at me. Well, go on, chase her.
됐어 임마.
There it is. You fucked up. She's gone. Is that how you woo the ladies?
You always that charming in life?
It worked. More often than not.
Listen, tongue and fists on a leash from now on. Have your fun, but don't beat the wedding guests. With my hands.
Fine. I shall try. Uh-oh. Shani approaches. Unlikely to be happy, eh?
You made this mess. You do the explaining.
Oh, all right.
왜 이렇게 좋아하는 거지?
Your methods quite unusual. To woo a woman by beating up her brothers. Creative. Wonder what else you have up your sleeve.
My dear girl, what don't I have up my sleeve? I'd gladly demonstrate.
헛간 좋아하네.
Perhaps behind the barn?
I think you've demonstrated enough. Let's just enjoy ourselves, all right? You don't have all that much time left.
Your wish is my command, milady. I'd never deny a maid so fair-featured. Off we go. So good to shake the kinks from one's bones. We must find more fun.
아니 이미 재미는 다 봤어. 미로한테 얘기하러 갑시다.
Our gingerbread's now but flour, honey, eggs and spices.
I beg to differ, madame. You omit the most important ingredient in gingerbread. Time.
What sort of balderdash is he feeding them?
Quiet. If you listen, you'll learn.
Time? What do you mean, time? An ingredient?
Time gives the proper consistency. Time provides that ideal crunch on the outside, the delicious moistness within.
So how much of this time does it take?
That you will not find in any recipe. You must surrender to your senses. Let them lead you so close to time, you touch it. Let you sniff it, stroke it even. Time. Time is the key. Greetings, Shani. I must introduce myself. Gaunter O'Din. My, what a lovely dress. The color suits you exquisitely.
Thanks. I've heard a lot about you, but no one mentioned cooking. Seem to know quite a bit about gingerbread.
Quite simply, I know a lot about everything.
Is that so? What do you know about me?
That you were ever the worst brother, that you envied Olgierd from your earliest days, and always wished to be just like him.
Wait, you can see me? That is, me, Vladimir von Everett?
Of course. Why ever wouldn't I?
Because I'm in Geralt's body, the Witcher's, and...
Just who would I be if the true nature of things remained hidden from me? Someone like you, meaning no one.
I wouldn't want to get blood on my damsel's dress, but insult me once more and...
You shan't touch me. I know you'd very much like to act like your brother in this situation,
demonstrate how manly you are, but let's be honest, nothing will come of it. You're
말로 못
simply
이겨.
not him, no matter how much you wish you were.
Rubbish. I never envied my brother.
Of course you did. He was a shining role.
옷 다 봐라.
Olgierd ran faster, shot truer, lifted greater weights. Olgierd learned to read first, although you tried your damnedest to beat him. As you grew up, he had his pick of girls, whereas you made do with the leftovers.
I apologize, Shawnee. I'm rather sorry you have to hear this.
Stop fooling yourself. Shani isn't here for you. She's here for Garrett. Even after death, you still play the pale imitation. Oh, by the way, Olgierd's a much better dancer.
You lying dog. That's my brother. I loved him.
The question is, were you as dear to him as he seems to have been to you?
He made a hero of me in death. In my last battle, in truth, I was far from valiant. 5 came at me. I'll not deny it. I fled. I hid in a cellar, yet they found me. Cornered me like a rat. But Olgierd told everyone I flew at all 5. Took them on all at once. Alone.
I'm rather curious how you know all this.
Olgierd visits my grave. Often. Pours a drink for me. Gets soused himself. And talks of the old times. He cannot see me, but I hear his every word.
Well, perhaps one day he'll say something very surprising.
What are you getting at?
I shan't disturb you any longer. Have a splendid time, for time is short.
Shawnee, I'm sorry.
It's all right. That was... Oh, forget him. We're here to enjoy ourselves, right? Let's go. The night's still young.
All lies. Not a word of truth.
Don't let it bother you.
Olgierd was not just my brother. More importantly, he was my best mate.
Let it go. I believe you. And now, revel on. Time well done.
시간이 딱 23시 59분에 멈춰 있네.
I'll leave you for a moment. As a bridesmaid, I need to be by the bride for the captain.
Go on, Shawnee. I'll manage fine alone. Ladies and gentlemen, this night I've tasted of life's delights so fiercely, I've decided to make a speech.
Geralt, there's no need.
하지 말라면 하지 말아야지.
So be it. If there's no demand, I shan't supply. But it would have been a beautiful speech.
It's almost midnight. Time for the capping.
You're a bridesmaid, Shawnee. Take your place.
Midnight chime has struck. The capping times are come. What thoughts in young hearts prance? What dreams make young blood run? Be they nice, be they vice, of jestily or lordly stance, out they'll come in this hour's dance.
Toast the lovely couple, then give them a few weeks, and we'll toast the lovely bear with its pale and puffy cheeks. Don't you mind a song? We don't sing to be unkind. We sing so we can empty yet another shrine. Christ will hold eternal, bridegroom let's beware, or she'll make you a broke in the coming year. What's the groom a thinking? Just on a Polish brow. Must be said gallant, gallant, gallant cow. You get the cow, the bull, the calf, the hay. So drink and be merry.
오.
Whoever caught the gallant shall be next to wed.
뭐 하는 거야? 응?
That really necessary?
It came rushing back in a torrent. How we caroused at Olgierd's wedding. I couldn't resist. Had to pen a few words. Will you give him the letter?
I will.
Thanks. You're a good chap, Witcher. Dull as dirt, but good. A lovely custom. Blushing maids, twirling in dance. Their hair swirling freely, their bodices undone. Their bouncing...
Will you stop?
Did you see it? Shani caught the garland. She'll be next to marry as peasant superstition has it.
Maybe. Doesn't matter. It's past midnight. Time for you to go back to the crypt.
I can't. I'm not finished here.
It's past midnight. You can take off those lovely ears. Only if you want to, of course.
Lovely as they are, think I'll put them away for now.
Is Vladimir's ghost gone?
You see? She asks after me. Misses me already.
I'm here, my ever-loving tulip. That kiss as we danced made my head so light. A team of hellish stallions could not tear me away before I receive one more. Or two more. Or as many as you'll give.
You seem to have enjoyed yourself. I'm glad.
A kiss. I knew it would end this way. An end that is but a beginning.
No, it's just an end. It's after midnight. Your time has come.
Ah, we needn't fret such trifles. Death's not come to claw me back, so why not continue our revels?
What's Geralt think about that? You gave your word.
Shani, darling, I'm dead. Can't expect too much from a corpse.
Vladimir von Everett, go back whence you came. Please.
Please.
Stay out of this.
어? 아.
Stop! I beg you! Stop!
Get ye hence, or I'll take you with me, and your mouldy crypt will look like paradise in comparison. The choice is yours.
Don't torture him.
I promise he'll not die.
뭐 이상하는 거 아니야?
Gods, what is this?
사라졌어요.
Thanks. Not sure I could have stood him much longer.
At your service. Always.
I hope you didn't hurt him.
I disposed of a pest. There was no need for you to suffer his cheek any longer. Geralt had finished his task, you see, so...
Yes, I know. As soon as he finishes one task, he needs to rush off to the next.
Who knows? Perhaps this time will be different. I saw you looking at each other, and it just so happens I also know the history you share.
You do? How?
Shani, darling, would you ask an eagle how it knows how to fly? Regardless, what matters is Vladimir von Everett will bother you no more.
빨리빨리 이동하자고.
Get back to Olgierd soon.
And like that, it's over. Huh. Here, I thought I might get some more time with you. Silly, wasn't it?
Wouldn't say that.
Never mind. I should find Aldona. I am her bridesmaid, after all.
Ah, there it is. The face of a man who's failed to understand a woman.
안 갔어.
You understand her?
Of course. Women are simple. The problem is that men are hopeless fools. Your friend will now make a show of being hurt, pick her some flowers, or bring her a drink. She'll get over it in a snap.
Rather manage without your advice, thank you.
She cares for you. You have feelings for her. Don't overthink it. Surrender to spontaneous honesty. Nothing more beautiful in human relationships. You needn't end like Aldona and Jonas. Besotted fools bound by a contract they'll never escape. Seize the night. Seize your chance. Enjoy one another. That's it. Have fun.
위쳐 센스로 기운을 북돋을 곳을 찾으라고?
Good mead ought to lift her spirits.
응?
A sip of something strong never hurt anyone. Question is,
아니
will it cheer
술은
her
좀 아닌 것 같은데?
up? Good idea? Maybe not. She might be a sad drunk.
뭘까요?
Gotta find me some work.
이걸 또 선택지가 이걸 선택지가 또
What's going on there?
어우 토하고 난리 났네. 그냥 술을 가져가 볼까요?
I'll do pickle soup for luncheon today.
한잔 할래?
A sip of
한잔
something
할래?
strong never hurt anyone. Question is, will it cheer her up? Here's hoping Shawnee's a happy drunk.
이게 어떻게 될지 모르겠네요. 저는 이거 처음 해보는 거라. 아.
Still here? Thought you had to meet Olgierd.
You and I see each other so rarely. Figured Olgierd could wait till morning. Brought you some mead. Best medicine for a troubled soul.
Thanks.
Wedding's still in full swing, but your face, I'd say you were at a funeral. Why so sad?
Sad? Not really. It's just... After I caught the garland, I realized something. The years are flying by, yet all I ever do is study, pump stomachs, and reattach limbs. All alone.
You got me.
For how long? A day? 2? Don't get me wrong. It's nice, but you come and go. Yet I need someone who'll be there every night when I come home. After a day of bandaging wounds and sewing up guts. I need a good glass and a good laugh with someone who'll help me forget it all for a moment.
I get it. And yeah, could never be there for you every day. But I am happy to see you always. And today, I'm all yours.
Well, in that case, let's drink to tonight.
To tonight. May the moment last.
I'm afraid the drinks got into our minstrels. Horribly off key.
Let's go for a walk.
Good idea. Did you enjoy the wedding?
Not half bad. Might have even enjoyed myself if I hadn't had to argue with a madman's ghost, be his puppet. Gotta admit though, thanks to him, I did experience a lot of things I might have missed otherwise.
Mean chasing a dog through the woods, or brawling, fence board in hand?
Forgetting something.
아니 19금 안
It was
걸었는데?
also a kiss.
19금 걸면 너가 못 보잖아.
Though that was so clearly Vladimir. I nearly forgot you were involved at all.
His will, sure, but my body felt everything. Reminded me of the old times.
Vizima, you mean? Oh, I thought you'd forgotten our whole Catriona story.
Epidemics long forgotten, sure. But the romantic bits in that adventure? Don't plan to forget those.
You needn't worry about our finances, sir. My workshop, business is booming.
Good. I'm relieved to hear it. See, coin's tied to Torrent, but don't tell the old battle axe.
아이 장인어른이었어?
Furious if she learned to let it slip.
Never you worry, sir. My lips are sealed as the grave. Us menfolk need to stick together.
Sir. Enough of that. I'm Vassy. But you can call me Dar.
Oh, thank you, Dar. I feel honoured. Let's drink on it.
Seems the families are bonding.
A bride's father and his son-in-law? Stiff at first, but add drink and
지금
the ballers
싸움나지.
slap each other silly.
I was afraid the wedding wouldn't happen at all.
Mean the differences in wealth?
Mm-hmm. Jonas's family didn't consider Aldona worthy.
Clear they love each other, though. Parents usually give in if that's the case.
Oh, I don't know. My mother would never accept an unfit beau, even if I insisted I loved him, had chosen him.
What kind of beau's unfit?
So far, every kind.
You only ever bring home fiddlers, jugglers, and witchers?
No, but she'd want me to choose someone wealthy, or with a good trade, well brought up.
Nothing wrong with that, is there?
I guess not, but it's hard to find one like that who's still even slightly amusing.
That's probably true.
Tell that to my mother. She actually thinks I should have found a husband at the academy. But I didn't. Ugh. I'm certain she thinks there's something horribly wrong with me.
Oh, please, Shani. It's the 13th century. Women don't go to the academy to find a husband. They go to learn, pursue their passion. You did that. I'm sure your mother appreciates it. You got a doctorate, have your own practice, been at the front lines many times. You're a good person. Not a thing wrong with you.
Really think so?
Really.
그래 임마.
Look, the brave brothers.
Drank themselves stiff as the boards they tore from the fence.
입 돌아가요
Wonder
아저씨들아.
where the sister is. Couldn't protect her from a cheeky 4-year-old in their condition.
If they hadn't intervened, you'd have gone for a tumble in the hay with her. She was willing, if you ask me.
That was Vladimir, not me, remember?
But pretend for a moment it had been you, and the situation had been different. Say you're at the wedding, and that very girl keeps glancing, smiling at you. Then she finally walks up, and you know exactly what she wants. What do you do?
If Dandelion was around, and he usually is, I'd introduce her to him and walk off.
I don't believe that. You'd let the opportunity pass?
I don't need opportunities like that.
Changed your style.
Let's say I've grown choosy.
You say that as if you've already picked.
'Cause I have. Guess who?
방앗간의 호수.
Ooh, gorgeous.
오. 아 그래픽 옵션이 좀 더 높았으면은 더 멋있었을 텐데
Been
아쉽네요.
thinking about that kiss.
What kiss?
The one Vladimir planted on your lips, with my lips. Just wondering if it would have felt any different without him there.
That I cannot tell you.
의사 양반 손에다 힐 좀 해줘. 볼 때마다 아파 보인다.
Only one way to find out.
So, how'd it compare?
Definitely rather kiss you alone, of my own free will. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe Vladimir was after more than a kiss. Said so openly, in fact.
All true. He was very direct, I'll give him that. Which, on occasion, has its advantages.
You're right. Can save a lot of time.
So, how do you stand today, Geralt? Have some time to waste with me? Or would you rather go back now?
Promised you this night. Aim to keep my word. And I aim to be direct. Even more so than Vladimir.
Sounds interesting.
Interesting is what interesting does.
Rats. Pier's taken.
Got a feeling it's about to free up.
How did you know?
I'm clairvoyant.
Practically full.
Be ashamed to let it go to waste.
Besides, we leave it here, a very drunk person could find it, drink themselves into even more trouble. And I swore a solemn oath. First of all, do no harm.
You're the medic. Recommendation? Hey, leave some for me.
잘 마신다.
We need to drink fast before they catch us. Come on.
그걸 다 마셨어?
Row me to the moon.
Gotta fly to get to the moon.
You're dead wrong. Look, it's right there, in the middle of the lake. What are you doing?
What one usually does on the moon.
Sorry.
Was it that bad? Or have you developed an allergy for me?
I had too much to drink.
한 병 다 비웠으니까 그렇지. 아. 저런.
Awake already?
For a while now. Did you know you've gained 27 new scars since we last saw each other?
누가 만들었을까?
Count.
Mm-hmm. I do that sometimes.
Did we make it to the moon?
Forgotten already?
No, not the sort of thing you forget.
아, 술 갖다 주길 잘했네.
Sound like you wish you could.
적절하게 끊었어.
No. I certainly won't forget that. And I definitely don't regret it. But I do need to sort it all out in my head. Alone.
Shani, wait. Before you go, need to ask you a favor.
Yes?
It's about Olgierd. Seems a mysterious man. Can't escape the impression his story's more complicated than I thought. Could you look into it? See if you can learn something?
Sure. Be glad to.
Thanks. Be seeing you.
Yes. See you later, Geralt.
술도 나쁘지 않은 선택이었네요. 거기까지 봤으면 됐지 뭐. 올지어드의 임무 완료를 알리러 갑시다. 레벨업 했네요. 보자. 뭘 또 찍어볼까? 근데 이거는 한번 써봤는데 제대로 먹히지 않는 것 같아요. 꼭두각시. 그러니까 제끼고 퀘스트 완료하러 갑시다. 근처에 이종표 있나? 없네. 한참 가야 되네요. 다들 일상으로 돌아갔습니다. 밤이 참 짧군 그래. 아무튼 어디야? 어디야? 울지어에게 임무 완료하러 갑시다. 극공 세팅이 답인가? 아 근데 초기화하려면 또 뭐 사야 됐던 걸로 기억하는데 그러기도 좀 귀찮고 지금 세팅을 해도 뭐 플레이하는 아주 지장이 없는 거 아니니까 그냥 계속 플레이하는 중이지. 아 물론 데미지가 답이 없는 건 확실하지만 봅시다. 아니 무슨 로브인데 방어력이 왜 이렇게 높아? 웬만한 거 다 씹어먹네? 와 뭐 로브 맞아 이거? 고무장갑 끼고 아니 이거 봐 로브가 무슨 방어력이 이렇게 높아. 허허 방어력 좀 낮은데 관통이 여기 붙어있네요. 바꿔야지 그럼. 아 별로다. 아 염색 같은 거 없나 여긴? 네 당나귀기. 보기 좋은데? 어차피 다른 장비 빠지는 것도 아니고. 당분간 이대로 다녀볼게요. 어디 있어? 여기 있네.
Good food, good drink. Blimey, those are some razors you've got.
What are they doing?
Play. Overgrown wains, you see. Have you any children, Geralt?
None.
Oh, yes. Forgot witches are sterile. Well, don't just stare at me. Tell me what brings you.
Vladimir sends his love.
You spoke to him? Impossible.
Did more than that. Fulfilled your wish. And talked to him extensively. Curious what he had to say? Fulfilled your wish. Your dead brother had himself one more day like those of old.
Very easy to say. But have you got any proof?
I do.
Vladimir's hand. It's unmistakable. You've done well, Witcher. Is that all? Or have you something else?
Gonna work on getting you Bersoti's house next.
Best of luck. Enjoy.
일단 첫 번째 소원은 해줬고요. 이제 경매장으로 가서 주인을 찾으려네요. 경매장 어디? 아, 근처네. 좋아, 좋아, 좋아.
I just sailed back to Pilgrims long ago with those scary pirates.
오, 빨간색 옷이 눈에 잘 띄는데요? 잠깐 봤어요.
This the Bersodi Brothers auction house?
Seems it. Private Kleiner, you're on duty. Need I remind you, fraternizing with civilians is not allowed.
야야야, 이등별 모르냐? 이등별?
Just curious. Redanian army regulars, right?
Lance Corporal Václav reporting. And this bloke's my subordinate, Private Kleiner.
Careful you don't piss yourself out of excitement.
You say something, soldier?
Not a thing.
Shouldn't you be somewhere? There's a war on, you know.
We was transferred here. All official. Written order 76 CWX. Mission, guard the auction house. Priority, high. Top, in fact.
Borsodi fella knows his way about the court. Helps the high rankings sell their war booty. Gets protection in return.
다 얘기해라, 다 얘기해.
That's confidential military information.
Any of the owners home?
Meaning the one and sole owner, the esteemed host Bersodi? Aye, he is.
Need to talk to him.
Order 76 CWX is clear. Auctions only open to folk with invitations. Writ out in their names, plain and simple.
Gonna let that hold you back? Come on.
Afraid you're out of luck. Order 76 CWX, also held that Lance Corporal Václav stick a broomstick up his arse.
Kleiner, need I remind you of the penalty for insulting a superior?
Who have we here? Geralt, the Witcher of Rivia.
상관 완전
Vimy
물어보는데?
Vivaldi, the banker from... Actually, where are you from?
Matters little, mate. Gold knows no boundaries. What's all the fash, Corporal Václav? Are you squabbling with my pal Geralt?
Master Vivaldi, sir, your esteemed associate, he weren't invited to the auction, and I've...
But I plough and have been, and he's coming with me. In you go, Geralt.
인맥이 이렇게 중요합니다. 인맥 빨라 아주 그냥.
But my orders...
Fuck your orders. Need I take this up with the sergeant? Ha! I thought not. Now, stand to attention and shut your giggy.
Oh, the lads will be rolling back at the barracks.
Shut it! Now march! Round you go! 1, 2, 1, 2!
Appreciate the help.
Just note.
진짜 자지러지겠다.
To old pals and clients.
Business with you's a pure pleasure, Vimy.
The dear departed wifey claimed the same. Ah, folk are assembling. Auction's about to start. Time we went upstairs.
What did folk come to bid on? Any idea?
All kinds of valuables. Rare weaponry, exotica. But I've got my eye on a selection of canvases by the master portraitists at the Maribor School. Van de Neuve and Long indeed.
Well, well. Never knew you to be a connoisseur.
Of course I'm not. It's all muck and rubbish to me. Point of fact, I'll just wrap them in paper and lock them in the vault.
Why in the world do...
What do you mean, why, Geralt? I've got to diversify my investments, didn't I?
예나 지금이나 예술 작품을 뭐라고 해야 돼? 무슨 재테크하는 수단으로 이용하는 건 똑같네요.
Could have sworn the Borsodi's auction house was in Novigrad.
It was, but they moved it. You see, Radovid offered Horst a preferential tax rate. 0%.
Huh. Pretty much unbeatable.
Aye. And I've nae seen a purer example of the benevolent state.
Actually, I'm really just here to talk to Horst Borsodi.
Oh, might be more of a problem than you'd expect.
Because?
An awful hermit, that one. Not a wee bit like his da, my little keep his soul. But Horst would like to show his head during the auction. I'll introduce you then.
Be mighty indebted to you.
Think nothing of it. Only if I collect on loans and promissory notes. All right, up we go.
White gold and mother of pearl with
위층으로 안내하도록.
Geralt, you thought of buying real estate. Could get you attractive terms on a mortgage.
No such thing as attractive loan terms, Vimy.
Auction won't start for a time yet, it seems.
Vimy, this is a banquet.
Aye, and?
I detest banquets. Vacuous conversation, food portions fit for a mouse, drinks that taste like piss.
Ah, it won't all be bad. Let me introduce you to some of my most interesting associates. Old hen there is Countess Mignol. Wager you'll have plenty to blather about with her.
늙은다.
Prick in the corner's Hilbert. New coin, that one. Came into a right fortune playing quite. Ah, there's Yaromir, art dealer. A purer snob I've never known. But
다 들린다.
paintings like no other. So, ready to chat someone up? It's not fitting for us to stand here like knobs.
얘기 한 번씩 다 해야 될 것 같네요.
Greetings to the Honourable Countess. Madam, allow me to introduce my dear friend, Geralt of Rivia.
Witcher of the School of the Wolf.
Forgive me, but have we had the pleasure?
No, but your guild is unmistakable. Your medallion.
Take note, Geralt. Countess Mignol is an eminent collector of Vitaminaica.
What now?
All manner of objects related to the witcherly profession. Swords, gear, medallions.
Does the Countess have her eye on anything particular today?
No, but Horst Borsodi insisted he would put up something that would be of interest.
Did he happen to say what it was?
No. Oh, you know what he's like. A walking enigma. On another topic. Master Geralt, I was wondering if you'd be willing to help a lady in need.
Depends on the nature of the need.
Oh, it's quite the trifle. I stepped out onto the balcony a moment ago. I dropped an earring while there. I couldn't find it. It must have fallen through the floorboards. Perhaps you, with your cat eyes.
잔심부름 시키네. 어차피 위쳐 센스로 금방 찾을 테니까 도와주도록 하죠.
Not a problem. I'll go right away.
I shall be much obliged.
See you in a minute, Vimy.
바로 여기 있구만.
Some spilled wine.
응? 아니구나.
Nothing else. There's no earring out here, is there?
None.
Maybe the Countess would care to explain what this is about, all jokes aside.
Forgive me. God, this is so embarrassing. Do you know Vesemir? He was a tinge shorter than you, wore a mustache.
Do I know him? Man taught me everything I know.
What? How is he, if you don't mind my asking?
하하. 그런 걸 물어보라더니.
Afraid I have bad news.
Oh? Please tell me, did he at least die like a witcher?
No. He died like a hero.
There is that. I thank you for tolerating a decrepit madwoman so elegantly.
Please don't say that.
I am old and I am wealthy. I may say what I please. And now, be so kind and leave me to my thoughts.
그런 걸 묻다니. 아, 뭐 모를 수도 있긴 하겠죠. 하. 배슴이요.
Right. At that auction. Funny. All the lots you climb it, the cliff. Hellbound.
아, 그런 거야?
It's been years. Allow me to introduce you. Geralt of Rivia.
아, 그래서 물어본 거구나.
Pleasure's all mine.
How's it? Got your eye on any sparkly bits today?
Not really. I buy what strikes me fancy. I need something right sumptuous for me walls just now. Nilfgaard. I get it right?
Excuse me?
Your Gwent deck. It's Nilfgaard, innit? Come on, admit it.
아, 야, 설마. 에이씨, 또 겐트 하자고 그런 거 아니겠지?
Not a bad deck, Nilfgaard, but I'll take the Northern Realms over it any day.
Ah, understood. A patriot.
You ought to know, Helmut. Geralt here's a positively
입 안
superb
다물어?
player. Superb.
아, 씨.
We got a minute before the auction starts.
싫어.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
이것도 해줘야 되는 거 아니야?
around?
아, 이러면은 해줘야 되네. 또, 아, 귀찮은 녀석. 입을 털어가지고 그냥. 혹시 모르니까. 혹시 모르니까.
Sure, I'm
아홉수 갑니다.
Brilliant. I'll lay my cards out.
Naturally. Geralt, might I have a wee word?
힌트 주게?
Well, mate, since I brought yous together, I do believe I'm owed a share of your winnings, if there are any. 10%. I find this for you so.
이 녀석 봐라.
Pretty clear now why you wanted us to meet.
One cardinal bit I've learnt in my trade, friend. Coin dinna stink. So, what'll it be?
아, 그래, 알았어. 줄게. 가져.
Well, you did help with the guards at the door. All right. 10% of any winnings is yours.
Any chance for 15?
이걸
Don't push it, Vimy. All right. Game on.
게임을 시작하지. 자네는 괜트를 소홀히 했어. 맑은 날씨 2개나 있는데 왜 안 나왔던 거지 아까는? 그나저나 해당 전열의 부대카드 위력 2배? 이걸 바꿀까? 지도키 하나 보면 아 불쌍해. 뭘로 바꾸지? 아 그냥 이대로 가죠. 붙자. 다시 뽑을 카드라. 의무관 어딨어? 의무관 어딨어? 나와있나 이미? 뭐라? 아 이럴 데 없냐 하필이면. 보병으로 가죠. 아 뭐야 어디 갔어? 저 시작부터 아주 그냥 야. 아 날씨 카드 없는데. 지금 15점이고 내가 이걸 다 내도 못 이기니까 패스할게요. 와 저기서 그걸 내냐? 어? 아 버리죠 그냥 여기서. 이거 말고 와 씨. 공성전 가요? 아니 이거 말고 공성전 가요? 어? 다시 가져갔지? 놓고 2장 받아보죠. 뭐가 나올라나? 졸라 쓸 수밖에 없게 만드는구만. 얘까지만 내고 넘길게요. 아 이거 살짝 불안한데. 뭐야 추가 카드 뭐 나왔지? 아 트리비체. 갑시다. 5 남았는데 호응이 이름이 같은 카드가 없어. 난 망했어. 아씨 큰일이다. 카드 불어나는 거 보세요. 미쳤어 저거 아주 그냥. 싹 다 내야죠. 아 트리스. 아 트리스 그러지 마세요. 그러지 마세요. 나 이기고 싶은데. 얘 2장 남은 거. 아 망했다 이거는. 아, 이 뭐야 이게? 아씨, 카드풀이 모자로 졌네. 아이 가져. 이래서 겐트가 어려워요.
That's so. How about a rematch?
Apologies, mate, but I only ever play any bloke once. Var file, as them pointy ears say.
시앙.
Oh, hard luck, Geralt. Your cards, though. You find them in the crapper. Didn't line up, did they?
이야. 아, 괜테는 별로 신경을 안 써가지고 덱이 완전 옛날, 저기 완전 시작할 때 그 덱이라 승률이 좋지 않습니다.
Greetings, Vivaldi. Who's this?
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
I thought you might have a blather with us about the paintings on the block today.
Ah, sniffing for a quick turnaround as usual, are we?
Pot calling the kettle black, I'd say. Do a lively trade in canvases yourself, my friend. True.
Yet first they delight my eyes, whereas you treat them as mere promissory notes. The only arts that interest you are those culinary. What about you, Witcher? Do you know anything about paintings?
단번에 카드나 좀 모아볼까?
Realize this might be hard to believe, given my crude-looking mug. But yeah, I know a thing or two.
내 당나귀 귀를 봐줘.
We ought to see what?
말을 저렇게 해.
Do you know our friend Vivaldi is in possession of 5 canvases by Van der Nobe? Yet he cannot distinguish them from landscapes at 5 crowns apiece.
I shan't pretend it's otherwise.
Yet for you, my dear connoisseur Witcher, that should present not the slightest problem, so do tell which of these is the handiwork of Edward Van der Nobe, the master from Maribor.
그걸 내가 어떻게 알아? 아무거나 찍어보죠.
The battle piece, if I'm not mistaken.
You err deeply. I bid you adieu.
네.
What a jackass.
Ah, fuck him. Typical arstic cunt. I've grown accustomed.
경매 시작을 기다리네요.
Esteemed ladies, honorable gentlemen, the auction will begin shortly. Take your places, please.
Ah, at long last. Come with me to the fore. I won't see much elsewise.
다 죽었어. 오케이. 그러나 양파 2개.
Vimy, listen. Forgot to ask you, how's this auction going to work?
They'll bring out 3 lots to start with. Once they've sold, or not, there'll be an intermission. Horst Masodi will probably appear then. That's when I'll introduce yous.
Counting on it.
In the meantime, have you got a budget? You prepared to beg?
한번 참가해 볼게요. 몇백 정도 주면? 아니야, 그럼 이게 또 다시 받으려고 할 텐데. 한번 해보죠.
Of course I will. Went to the trouble to sneak me in here. I'd be an ass not to take a stab.
Ha! Knew the bug'd get you.
Esteemed ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I hereby open the auction. Ladies and gentlemen, lot number 1 is a brass figurine from the collection of the infamous Count Romilly. Rumor has it the figure harbors a treasure inside. A rumor one may prove or disprove solely by destroying the beautiful bauble itself. Starting price? Quite the bargain at 50 crowns. Any advance? With Master Hilbert at 100. To Countess Mignol, now at 150. Do I hear 200? Might I have an advance?
가볼까요?
The white-haired gentleman enters a bid of 200. Do we have 250? 200 once, twice, thrice. Splendid Countess Mignol bids 200.
아이, 이 할머니.
Do I hear 300?
뜨자. 뜨자.
My, this is lively. I've 300 going once, going twice. Do we have 350? 300 thrice.
내놔.
Sold to the white-haired fellow.
그러면 저걸 깨부실 거야.
Mysterious brass figurine. Proceeding now to lot number 2. A canvas by the young Novigrad artist Van Rohe, Starry Night over the Pontar. Charming piece. Truly a
한
bargain
글자만
at
바꾸면은 익숙한 이름이 나오는데?
Ladies and gentlemen, 20 crowns. It's practically naught.
다 내 거야. 다
Yes, the
사가겠어.
gentleman with the cat eyes at 20.
거의
Do I
이러겠어.
hear 30? 20 going once, going twice, going thrice? Sold! Van Rose, Starry Night over the Pontar to the gentleman with the cat eyes.
아 분해하라고 저거? 나중에 한번
Lot
해봐야겠다.
number
이거
3,
싹 다 살
ladies
거나
and
이거.
gentlemen. A true rarity, scarce as hen's teeth. Spectacles. A frame of gold, mountain crystal lenses polished by the tiny dexterous hands of the gnome masters. Once the property of the famed hired assassin known as the Professor. Starting price of 200 crowns. Anyone tempted? Gwent Maestro Hilbert offers an advance of 50. Do I have 3? My, haven't we livened up? 300 from Yaromir Ivanovich Zaitsev.
아 이거 쓰고 다닐 수 없나?
Twice? Brilliant! With the gentleman with the white hair now at 350.
What? I didn't.
350 once, 350 twice, and 400 now with Countess Mignol. Any advance
왜
on
올려?
that? Going once, twice, thrice, and sold.
가져, 가져.
The professor's
쓰고 다녀,
spectacles
그거.
go to the Countess. Oh, the excitement. With the 3 lots behind us, we'll go to an intermission. Amenities abound, please partake. We'll resume shortly.
맛있겠다. 뭔지 모르겠지만.
Oh, Geralt, look! Horst Masudi! Come on before some other cocksuckers steal him. Just, well, don't expect a warm welcome.
사과 먹고 있잖아.
Greetings, Horst. Allow me to introduce a dear friend and associate, Geralt of Rivia, who
comes uninvited.
But you've gained by my presence. Dropped a hefty pile of crowns here.
I'm not like Vivaldi. Profit alone only goes so far for me. I seek more. The auction house is primarily a meeting place for the local elite. I needn't tell you, an itinerant mutant doesn't quite fit in.
got the distinct impression the two of you started off on the wrong foot. Perhaps we should raise a toast to...
What's one like you want from one like me?
집을 찾아야 한다.
Right. Let's dispense with the niceties. Maximilian Borsodi's house. Gotta lay my hands on it, whatever it...
What? Where did you learn of it?
Gentlemen, no reason to lose our composure. Raise our voices.
I ask you, where did you learn of it?
Whoa, come on now.
Where?
오호, 때리기세인데?
From Olgierd von Everec. Name mean anything to you?
It does. Guards, escort the Witcher out. And he's not to enter, not alone, not hand in hand with Hierarch Hemelfart.
Honestly, he asked a question. It were a simple inquiry.
One more word, and I shall move my accounts to the competition.
Sorry, mate, but...
No reason to trouble the guards, Horst. I'll go willingly.
I don't recall giving you a choice in the matter. Kick his swiving mutated ass out.
허허.
Your swords, Master. Law says we're to return them. Law don't say when, though. So we'll do it, aye. Just after we beat the singing shite out of the honorable gentleman.
Mm-hmm. Gathering place for the elite, truly. Come on, lads. Let's loosen our muscles a bit.
Oh, Wolfpop's got tea!
뜨자, 뜨자. 뒤에서 오죠. 아유야, 스페이스 눌렀다고. 피하고 또 피하고. 아야, 왜 피하는 자꾸 맞냐? 피하고 피하고요. 몰아친다. 오호, 피해?
Law says if you see someone hurt, you should summon a medic. Law doesn't say how fast, though, so you can sit tight a while.
그대로 돌려주네요.
Seems true what they say. Sword or no sword, a witcher brings gold.
Not in the mood for your peasant wisdom. Who the hell are you?
If all goes well, dare say I'm your partner.
Don't need any partners.
Oh, I don't know about that. No chance you'll lay your hands on Max Borsodi's house alone.
옷 탐난다.
How do you know I was looking for the house?
I was at the auction. Disguised, of course. That argument on the topic was hard to miss.
Get to the point, if you can.
To get this house, you need to get into the vault. And there's no way Horst will let you in there out of the kindness of his heart.
A heist. Don't like that idea one bit.
Got any others? Find the herbalist lives near Oxenford. Ask for some yarrow extract. He'll know why you've come.
If this is a trap of some sort.
Be seeing you, I hope.
서양 토플. 그리고 다 지켜보고 있네요. 어딨어? 아. 알았어. 갈게. 이쪽이 아니네. 비켜.
Crawl back under your rug.
Long live Radovid!
이리 와. 뒤에서 보니까 귀가 4개야. 스고이.
Every sinner. You know Gerard? Fell from the hills outside town. Got sheep cheese tonight.
달리자고. 달리고 싶어. 오케이. 다시. 퀘스트 무시하고요. 아 그거 저기 뭐야 마을 안에서는 전력 지주 안 되는 곳이 있어가지고 거기 벗어나면 다시 돼. 뭐지? 다친. 어이씨 미친 돼지가. 웬 고기 덩어리가 와가지고는. 어우. 널 불태워주마. 아! 어우 진짜 아파. 와 미친. 즉석에서 구워주지. 와봐. 피해? 타버려라. 그렇지. 이러면 구운 고기는 필요 없고. 그러게 화살이 박혀 있었는데 왜 저런지 모르겠네. 아유 뭐 오지 마세요. 오지 말라고 했잖아. 멍청아. 오지 말라. 아 덤비라고. 뒤에서 뭐하냐. 저놈 그냥 타 죽겠네 아주. 덤벼 컴온. 진짜로네. 늦었다. 완전 피 거덜났죠 이 녀석. 한 불 한 번 붙더니. 예스. 이건 안 되네. 콤보로 넣으려고 했더니 그건 안 되고 그냥 두들겨 패겠네. 아이 좀 아우 오! 와 구르겠는데 맞았어. 세상에 이게 뭐야? 이게 뭐지? 아 이거 안 먹히네. 아 그래 어쩔 수가 없구만. 뒤를 잡았자. 뒤를 뒤잡. 아우 겁나 아파. 아우 야 미친 왜 이렇게 아파. 피하고요. 정신 못 차리겠지? 여기다. 여기라고. 와, 너만 남았다. 인간은 쉽죠. 몹이 어렵지. 카운터 맞춰도 이기겠네 이거.
Not good.
이게 더 빠르네요. 빨리빨리 잡읍시다. 타이밍이 안 좋았어.
Easy spot. Lots to do.
어허, 말린 물고기. 똑똑. 뭐야, 열려있었네?
Huh. That was rather efficient.
That all you got to say? I saved your life.
We'd have disposed of that rabble easily.
We?
Aye, I'll be precise. You know what I mean. Now, are you here to trade or not?
서양 토플 추출기 필요하네.
Wouldn't happen to have some yarrow extract.
I do. In the back. Follow me, please.
들어갑시다. 오, 요 아래 뭔가 캘 수 있는 게 되게 많이 있네요. 아, 이 아래가 그냥 위구나. 그 후드 쓴 남자가 이 사람인가 봅니다.
Good. Remains to be seen. Aim to tell me something, I think. So talk.
How do I put this? We share a goal. We both need to get into the Borsodi's vault. Both want something that's in there. Why not pool our strengths?
Sorry, but what exactly is yours?
I have a plan. Spent the last year working on it. On paper. Time to set it in motion. You one I can count on.
통선명 정도는 해야지.
Come on. I don't even know your name.
What's that matter?
Matters because you're clearly hiding something. Not just from me, either. Wouldn't be sitting in a cellar in this shithole otherwise.
We've all some stain on our conscience. But I've not asked for your hand in marriage, just for your help in a heist. We break it. Each take what we need, then go our own ways.
Try to trick me anyway, anyhow, you won't go anywhere. You know that? Because I'll take your head off right where it meets your neck.
I'm aware of the risks. So, now that you've threatened me and all, are you in? Or are you not?
I'm not a thief.
It's opportunity makes the thief, Witcher. I speak from experience.
Talk.
20 Redanian soldiers guard the auction house, day and night. Patrols walk in circles around it, and here, past this corner, barracks.
Brute force is out. Gotta get in quietly.
Exactly. Not the simplest thing, though. Main entrance, armored door. Windows, dimeridian bars. But not a fortress out there without a weakness. this one's no different.
Patience happens to be my weakness, so dispense with the dramatic pauses and talk.
Beside the house stands a tower, from which we can enter the attic. We can't hope to enter the tower from the street on account of the patrols, but there's a window 60 feet off the ground. No shutters, no bars. We've got to get up there and sneak across to the auction house, then down the stairs to the cellar, crack open or blow off the vault door, and voila!
뭔가 좀 많이 부실한데.
Looks bleak to me. Tower walls smooth as glass. Don't know about you, but I can't scale that
And I've not asked you to. Let me finish. For this to work, we need 2 more accomplices. One to scale the tower, drop us a line. The other to open the vault, a safe cracker or a demolition specialist. I've already identified some promising candidates. All we have to do is select and recruit the best among them. Also your job. I'd prefer to remain largely out of sight.
Assumed as much given your hood. Anything else?
Aye, but that's among the details, which you will learn just as soon as you declare.
해야죠.
Don't really have any other options. So be it. I'm in. But on one condition. No one dies. That clear?
As the great son of Nilfgaard. How about we knock back around? Toast a mutually beneficial relationship.
Rather get to work. What comes first?
First, you have to assemble a crew. Then, there's the Redanian patrols to cull a bit. Too many wandering round. We could get noticed.
Break-in artists. Tell me about them. Assuming lack of vertigo to be the first requirement.
Precisely why my favourite's Eveline Gallo. A circus artist known better as the Ermine.
뭐야.
Just now performing with her troupe somewhere near Oxenfurt. Her specialities, rhythmic gymnastics.
신념의
Breaking and entering.
Not officially, no, but I've compared the route her troops taken with a list of the most audacious thefts in recent years. A perfect match. Highly doubt that's a coincidence. But if she's reluctant, we've another option in Hugo Hoff, alias Beef Patty.
뭐요?
Think he's fit? Pudgy face doesn't really match my image of a criminal.
You'd be surprised. Hugo's notched up more break-ins than you felled monsters. More importantly, 2 years past, he nicked the gold-plated cot from the roof of the town hall in Novigrad. So, the half-mans. Word has it he's holed up in Oxenfurt in a house near the Novigrad gate. Be careful. He's modest in size, but apparently wicked dangerous.
All right, opening the vault. Who do we have?
Let's start with the fact that one of them's a dwarf. Casimir Bassi, native of Mahakam. A specialist in controlled explosions. Folks say he could blow Novigrad to the high heavens with but a pinch of saltpeter. Bolt door for him should be a cinch.
Wow.
The problem is, Casimir apparently hung up his detonators some time ago. He married, sired some littler ones, and settled in the village of Alness. Might play turn us down.
Any options?
Quinto, the North's most famed safecracker. Arrest warrants out on him in Kedwin, Lyria, Angrin, and Kavir. Sadly, he got nabbed a few days back by one Hans of Sidaris, a prick mercenary. As far as I know, his troops made camp east of Oxenfurt on the right bank of the Pontar.
So I'd have to rip one from his cozy home, the other from a cozy cage. Need to think about it.
마지막 선택지.
What's this about culling the patrols? Told you, no one dies.
Easy. I don't want anyone's death. Just need some folk to be temporarily indisposed.
Spit it out.
You've got to approach the garrison's cook. Convince him to spite the soldiers' nosh with something to keep some of them bedridden. 1 in 2, let's say. What to raise suspicions?
Now the formula for a potion that might do the trick.
There. See? Brew up a bit of that. Hit the town, find the cook, then convince him to do you a favour. I don't know, cast a spell, toss him some coin. You could also use your fists.
우리에겐 액시가 있죠?
All right, I'm off. Got a bit to do.
As do I. Get it all done, and we'll meet back here.
What then?
Then, we'll bugger horsed up, down and sideways, all together.
일단 시간 관계상 오늘의 위쳐 플레이는 여기까지 하도록 할게요. 왜 여기서 안 되는데 나가 되나? 잠깐, 너무 파는 거 있나?
Let me have a look.
강화된 채비 벌꿀 다 사. 이건 못 파네요. 일단 이 정도로 사고.
Know any advanced formulae? Maybe something you could teach me?
All I know, I learned from Master Gremist of Skellige. Looking to apprentice yourself in the herbalist trade?
Nah, I just want to learn something new.
Call it what you will. You must sail across the Great Sea, find the Isle of Ard Skellig. There, in the sacred grove, the learned Master Gremist will judge whether you're fit to be his pupil.
알았어.
So long.
하나 모자라서.
Hey there. Let me have a look.
뭐였지? 포션 하나만 만들고 끄도록 하겠습니다. 폭탄 말고 하얀 도금량? 없네.
So long.
그러면은 오늘의 위쳐 플레이는 여기까지 하도록 하겠습니다. 시청해주셔서 감사합니다.